That's what she wants, at least. And in this week's latest episode of the Skinny Confidential podcast, the Push founder is once again defending her decision to co-sleep with son Mason Disick until he was and daughter Penelope Disick until she was 11. Of course, this isn't the first time that Kourt has opened up about co-sleeping with her children. But regardless, it is making headlines nonetheless because she is so adamant that what she's doing is the natural state of things. During the pod, which first dropped on Monday afternoon, she argued, "I think every person's different and every child is different. My oldest son slept with me till he was 7. Also part of it, like at a certain time, I would put him to bed in his room, and then he would come in my room. Eventually, Mason tired of the co-sleeping situation." Kourtney recalled how one day, he popped up and told his mama that he was going to be sleeping on his own from now on. He stopped and he was like, "I'm done with you. I sleep in my own room." Okay then. Penelope was a little bit of a later bloomer in that regard, though. She actually co-slept with her mama until the ripe old age of 11. "My daughter slept with me pretty much till she was 11. And now, the co-sleeping stuff all keeps coming back up because Kourt is doing it with her and husband Travis Barker's newborn baby Rocky, who entered this world back in November of last year and isn't even a whole year old yet. The Lemmy lead explained how that co-sleeping arrangement continues to develop as Rocky gets a little bit older, and the entire family deals with Travis demanding schedule as part of Blink 182. "I'm on the craziest hours right now because of our whole summer of touring, but I think one thing too is that we sleep with our baby. As a mother, I like to do what feels natural and instinctual to me, and that's for me what it is. Of course, I also read all the benefits and hear all the benefits. And it's something that mammals have been doing since time existed. We just can't discount the legitimate, objective dangers that come with co-sleeping with an infant, but okay." By the way, the podcast queried Kourt about whether her own mother, momager Kris Jenner, embraces the co-sleeping arrangements. And the interior design aficionado had an answer at the ready. Kourtney explained that Kris stays out of her business when it comes to all that stuff. She doesn't have to worry about it because it's not her baby and she's done having kids. And the pro drummer definitely stays on the same page with his wife, too. To cap her co-sleeping talk, Kourtney noted how Travis is right there with her when it comes to the family's unconventional sleeping arrangements. "I will say that both parents being aligned on that is really important. My husband loves it too." Kourtney Kardashian recently admitted that her child, Mason, slept with her in bed until he was 7 years old. However, while the reality star saw no problems with this, some fans had a lot to say about it. Fans seem to believe that this is dangerous parenting, and they let Kourtney hear it on social media. Did Kardashian really put her children's lives in danger? Or is this simply some online parents overreacting? In a recent episode of the Skinny Confidential podcast, Kourtney Kardashian said she allows her children to sleep in her bed because it feels natural and instinctual to her. While fans seem to believe this is, in fact, dangerous parenting, and that she needs to keep her mouth shut, Kourtney thinks otherwise. "I think every person's different, and every child is different. My oldest son slept with me till he was 7, the Kardashian star said during Monday's episode of the Skinny Confidential podcast. Also part of it, like at a certain time, I would put him to bed in his room, and then he would come to my room," she continued. "And then at 7, he just stopped, and he was like, 'I'm done with you. I sleep in my own room.'" However, not everyone shares Kourtney's views, and they have taken to the comment section of a Page 6 article to voice their opinions. This could be considered a dangerous parenting decision. However, many do it and have raved about it. Either way, Kourtney is likely embarrassing her kids by speaking so openly about the inner workings of their family. "She needs to keep her mouth shut before her kids start resenting her," said a fan. "Whatever Kourtney calls natural and instinctual, I will run from, full bore," wrote another. "Not even speaking to her now. He hates Travis and lives with his dad. Her decisions have alienated him, and all she can do is talk about her memories," someone stated. Another asked, "Kourtney, the kookiest of all the K family. What else would you expect?" The Kardashian star, who welcomed son Rocky 13 Barker with husband Travis Barker in November 2023, opened up about her decision to co-sleep her kids rather than putting them in a crib of their own. "As a mother, I like to do what feels natural and instinctual to me," she said on the September 16th episode of the Skinny Confidential him and her podcast. "And that's, for me, what it is. And of course, I also read all the benefits and hear all the benefits. It's something that mammals have been doing since time existed. In fact, who also shares kids Mason Disick, 14, Penelope Disick, 12, and Rain Disick, 9. With ex Scott Disick says her views come from personal experience. My oldest son slept with me till he was 7, she added. At a certain time, I would put him to bed in his room, and then he would come in my room. And then at 7, he stopped and he was like, I'm done with you. I sleep in my own room. And then my daughter slept with me pretty much till she was 11. I will say that both parents being aligned on that is really important, the reality star added. My husband loves it too. But what about when the couple who aren't shy about their SE*X positive behavior want a little time to themselves? Kourtney joked, we figure it out. Kourtney has been open about her attachment parenting style in the past, including her decision to spend the first 40 days after Rocky's birth at home with her baby boy. In many different cultures, women don't leave the house after having a baby for 40 days to let your body have that time to heal, she said in the June 27th episode of The Kardashians. And beyond that, I'm really into attachment parenting. I really don't separate from him. Claiming it's rare she's even dressed for the day, Kourtney Kardashian has told Skinny Confidential podcast she may look like a working woman on the outside, but it's far from the truth. Kourtney is revealing she's usually at home with her children. She admits she doesn't want to do work projects anymore, as she's a stay-at-home mom who wants to prioritize her family. She's also a dedicated wife to Travis Barker, who she regularly goes on tour with. Mom life is also a huge part of that, as they then go onto the tour bus and hang out with the baby in pajamas. Is this so strange to come off stage? It's like two polar opposites, Kourtney added, revealing that Travis thinks it's the best thing ever, adding that the fact he's heavily into wellness is attractive to her. Kourtney always knew she wanted to do business deals, but she never felt they were right at the time. She usually says no to most work-related projects because her focus is raising her baby and 4 kids. I look like I'm a working woman, but I'm not, she revealed. When Kourtney started her wellness brand, Lemmy, with Simon Huck, she wasn't pregnant and was fully working mom at the time. She added, the authenticity of the brand and anything I'm doing truly doesn't feel like work. It's genuine things we're talking about, as much as product development. I'm a great multitasker. Kourtney's close friend and manager, Simon Huck, revealed she received an offer with a big CPG in the wellness space. The offer had been sitting there for a few years, but she wasn't interested. They felt they could do vitamins so much better and put work in instead of partnering with someone and being the face of it. She knows vitamins better than anyone in their company. Kourtney lives an authentic lifestyle and has been in supplements for so long, said Simon, who she's been running Lemmy with alongside their 20-year friendship, having tested vitamins for 4 years.